This movie will look at various model responses to selected questions, which are similar to what can be found in the IELTS speaking exam. Each response will be accompanied by explanations of relevant words and expressions used, if necessary. Do not memorize these responses word for word and use in the speaking test. You may be penalized if you do. Is it easy to find work in your country? Overall, it's much harder for people to find work in my country than it was a few years ago, when the economy was growing very strongly. Like many countries in our region, we have had serious economic problems for the last 2 or 3 years. Unemployment is very high for people without the required skills or qualifications, and even workers with qualifications and experience in the building industry are finding it hard to get work. Doctors and nurses seem to be the only people who don't have much trouble getting a job at the moment. The speaker obviously has a good understanding of the employment situation in his country, so does not need to introduce personal experiences on the topic. Personally, I had no problems finding work when I lived in my home country. I had about 4 jobs after finishing college 6 years ago and up until I came to this country to study this year, and was only out of work for about 2 weeks of that period. Maybe I was lucky, I don't know. I do have some friends who have had trouble getting a job back home though. For me, work was easy to get. For others, however, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on your skills, qualifications and personality, and maybe who you know. This speaker does not seem to know what the overall employment situation in his country is at the present. But this is not a problem, as he speaks about his own personal experiences and the people he knows. Maybe I was lucky, I don't know. Suggests he is thinking aloud while speaking and has not really thought about the topic before. This is not a problem. It is not what you know, but how you say it. That concludes your tutorial. If you want more help with your IELTS, go to www.myenglishexam.com.